This is NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams, reporting tonight from Washington.
Back here on this Thursday night, in recent days, President Bush has come under intense scrutiny for comments he made regarding his knowledge of Iran's nuclear weapons program. Now, the White House staff is on the defensive, trying to explain exactly what the president knew or didn't know. Here's NBC News White House correspondent Julie Orenstein with the story.
Confusion, inaccuracy, and lies. That just about sums up the mess President Bush currently finds himself in, as Tuesday, he said that an August meeting with Director of National Intelligence Mike McConnell never shed light on specifics of new information on Iran's nuclear program.
I was made aware of the NIA last week. In August, I think it was Mike McConnell came in and said, "We have some new information." He didn't tell me what the information was. He did tell me it was going to take a while to analyze.
According to the National Intelligence Estimate released last month, Iran's nuclear program has been suspended, a fact that severely diverges from the president's recent escalating rhetoric regarding shutting down the program to accomplish such tasks as preventing World War III. Following the president's comments, White House Press Secretary Dana Perino passionately attempted to defend Bush's inconsistency.
On Tuesday at his press conference, when the president was asked about when he learned about Iran's nuclear program being halted, was he being completely candid?
Yes, he was. The president was clearly told that there was new information that was coming in, but he wasn't told the details of it. What I said is that McConnell told the president, if the new information turns out to be true, what we thought we knew for sure is right. Iran does in fact have a covert nuclear weapons program, but it may be suspended.
But the president said, quote, he didn't tell me what the information was. But you're now saying he was told that Iran may have halted its nuclear weapons program and also that there may be a new assessment, right?
Right, but he didn't get any of the details of what the information was in terms of what the actual raw intelligence
was. You just said
was.
he didn't tell me what the information was.
Okay, but I can see where you could say that the president could have been more precise in that language, but the president was being truthful.
To make matters worse, the White House began to spin a new tale through National Security Advisor Stephen Hadley. In a press conference Wednesday, Hadley stated that the intelligence community only determined that Iran had halted its nuclear program on Tuesday of last week, with a subsequent briefing presented to President Bush the next day. This revelation further obfuscates the basic facts of what the White House knew and when they knew it, and whether the president did indeed receive word that Iran's nuclear program was suspended during the summer. The discrepancy has made many question the White House's tactics in dealing with the issue.
I think that he's going to have two big questions he's going to need to answer. Number one is why they had Stephen Hadley go out and give the first official White House response to this document in which he said, "This proves we were right." That comment needed a laugh track. I mean, this document essentially, brands the words liar or fool on everybody who has casually and falsely asserted that Iran is seeking nuclear weapons, and that includes the president and the vice president and every Republican presidential candidate other than Ron Paul. And for him to come out and say, "This proves we were right," I think was a huge embarrassment to Steve Hadley, and I think that requires an explanation. The larger explanation is whether or not we really ought to believe that some magical thing happened on Tuesday that changed the intelligence community. All 16 agencies of the intelligence community changed their consensus view about Iran 180 degrees. That doesn't seem probable.
Now, Brian, just today, the White House press office released a statement once again responding to the president's comments that he did not know the details of Iran's nuclear program until last Tuesday. In the statement, White House Press Secretary Dana Perino said of the president's conversation in August with Director of National Intelligence Mike McConnell, quote, "The new information might cause the intelligence community to change its assessment of Iran's covert nuclear program, but the intelligence community was not prepared to draw any conclusions at that point in time." Now, judging from the White House's reaction to this situation, what with sending both Dana Perino and Stephen Hadley on the defensive, and also releasing this statement to just once again try to clarify just what the president meant in his comments, it's clear that officials are in full-fledged damage control mode on this issue, Brian. They understand that mistakes were made by numerous parties and that their attempts to clarify the confusion and contradiction and even spin Bush's recent anti-Iran rhetoric in their favor have failed. Julie Orenstein, NBC News, the White House. Brian, back to you.